Hi everyone, I hope you guys are doing really well. Now today's video I will be reviewing the Ordinary concealer. Now this concealer is brand new, and in today's video I'm going to talk about the purpose, the information. This is a different type of shade range that comes in. Also I'm going to try it out for the first time ever with you guys on camera, so I'm also going to do my first impression or my first reaction of this concealer, as well as I'm going to wear this concealer all day long to see whether this is long lasting or not. So if you like this kind of stuff, then please make sure you stick around till the end of this video, and also please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. That means a lot to me because I will be uploading more fashion and beauty content like these. So if you like this kind of stuff, then please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. So The Ordinary, we all know that The Ordinary is such an amazing brand, and honestly they have been kicked off last year, and all of a sudden everybody loves it and everybody loves this brand, and I honestly know why, because their products are really good and they really work. I really like The Ordinary because they're very simple and very kind of good products that really work. So The Ordinary concealer, they already had their foundation, which I personally have not tried yet, but I know that people swear by it and they really like it. And this is The Ordinary concealer, which they brought out on the 19th of December. So it hasn't been really long from this launch of this concealer, so I had to try it out. And let me just open it. Now all Ordinary products comes in a nice box, and this is how it looks like. And to be honest, for the first impression I thought that this concealer is very small. It looks very small, to be honest. It's 8 ml, but compared to the other concealers from other brands, I've seen the kind of similar kind of liters, milliliters, so the sizes are very similar to different type of concealers, so that makes sense. Honestly, the packaging is different, that's why it looks small, but if you had like a fancy tube and like a fancy applicator, then packaging would be much more bigger, whereas this is nice and condensed and minimalized in packaging, which is actually a good point. So this concealer is a very high coverage concealer, and I'm just on the website, and it says it gives a real skin finish and is packed with a tiny nozzle applicator for a precise and easy application. This formula is highly pigmented for natural skin, and it resists in collecting on fine lines, and it is available in 36 shades. Now in terms of the shades, honestly ordering kind of concealers or foundations online is the most hardest thing ever, which I think for myself, because I find it quite difficult to get the right shade. Honestly, I was opening up my other concealer and looking on the laptop screen, like comparing which one is the one, which one is the one. It was so hard to get the right shade. I'm hoping this is the right shade. Now this shade I have is 2.0 neutral, and it's light medium neutral. They have 36 shades, so it was quite a challenge for me to get the right shade. However, they have kind of made it easier for us to get the right shade, because the shades are divided into 4 categories. So the number 1 is for lighter tones, number 2 is for medium tones, number 3 is for dark deep tones, and the 4 is for deeper tones. And each category is then classified by further kind of second categories. So from 0 to 4 it now has another category of darkness basically. So the 0 is the light, and then 1 and 2, 3 and 4 is more the deeper one. So the 2.0 is the medium, fairest or lightest one basically, and it's a neutral tone. And another thing they have is undertones. The P stands for a pink undertone, the R stands for red undertone, indicates for cooler undertone, and indicates for neutral tone, which I have. And finally they have the Y, which is the yellow, which indicates a warm undertone. So in terms of the undertones, I was again much more confused which one is the right one for me, but I know that I have more like a neutral complexion, which hopefully picks up on the camera, but the neutral complexion is the one for me. I know I have rambled quite a lot in this video, so before I start, I just want to quickly mention the application or the directions how to use it. So it says to apply to imperfection, blemish, or under the eye area. Blend using your fingertips or a brush. So you can use it on your blemishes, on your dark pigmentations, and as well as on your under eyes, which I'm going to use right now. Alright, so this is how it looks once again, and honestly I have not used it. Look, it's brand new. You can see the top. To be honest, it's very easy to use this kind of nozzle, because it makes it easier to kind of control the products, how much you need and how much you don't. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna try it on my fingertips, and it is a full coverage concealer, you guys. Like, I'm actually nervous, and I'm hoping it's the right shade. There we go. I have a pea-sized amount. It is very high coverage, so I'm gonna go very light-handed. I'm gonna use my viewfinder as well. Oh wow. Let's see how the color is. It blends very easily actually. Blends very quick. Is it the right color? Believe so, yeah. Now I'm going to use my fingertips because I feel like the fingertips are the most best way to try out a concealer for the first time. I'm gonna blend in here. Alright you guys, so all the concealer has been blended in, but now I'm gonna take a little bit more because I can see some darkness in here. So I'm gonna take a bit more of the concealer, and honestly this much is more than enough because honestly it covers so much. Like look, it's so high coverage, like this is quite a lot now. So let's see if I can blend it. So I'm gonna blend this part much more, especially here, because I wanted to make it more natural, and the shade of the concealer is all good, all correct. So I'm gonna blend a bit more in here to see how it looks. Alright you guys, so now I'm gonna take my beauty blender and blend in the edges and blend in the concealer. It's not a beauty blender, well it is kind of, but it's my real techniques, and I love the sponge. Honestly, it's one of the best sponges out there, so highly suggest if you're looking for a dupe of the beauty blender, because this does the job amazingly. Alright you guys, so as you guys can see that this side of my face or of my under eyes are done, and you guys can see the difference, how much of a difference it has. Honestly, I feel like this side of my face is awake, it's all bright, it's all kind of like neutral, kind of like natural looking, and I really like how this side of my face looks, whereas this side I feel very sleepy, I look very dull, and you can see the under eyes and you can see the difference, how much of a difference it has. It honestly popped out my under eyes, and I really like how this side looks. So I'm gonna quickly do this side of the eyes off camera and then I will be back. Alright you guys, so I just finished applying the other side of my under eyes with the Ordinary concealer, and first impressions so far, I really like it. It is extremely high coverage. So it is extremely high coverage, so I'm a bit scared how it will settle on my fine lines, because I do have some fine lines under my eyes in here, which I'm gonna test, and I'm gonna also show you guys later on, do check-ins later throughout this video. But it doesn't really say on the website if whether you have to set it with the powder afterwards. It does not really say anything with setting. So in this video, in this occasion, I'm not gonna set anything. I'm just gonna leave it as it is, because it is extremely full coverage, and you guys can see the before and after when I show you guys the cutouts. So what I'm gonna do some check-ins later on throughout the day, check in with you guys, see how the concealer lasts, and then we will take it from there. Alright, so I hope the lighting is fine in here, because you guys can see the outside. It is very grey, dull and miserable, and it's really raining and it's really cold. So the weather in here is really bad. So that's the weather update at the moment. But now let's go back to the concealer update. It is 4:30 at the moment here in London. When I filmed the video it was 3:30, so it's been now 2 hours since my application of the concealer, and so this is my first check-in, and I had a look in the mirror, well, just now, and I can see from far behind that the concealer is really great. It looks very natural. You guys can see my under eyes, they're more highlighted. So in terms of the shade, I think this is the right shade. It might be a tick light. So I could go for a darker shade, but overall the shade and the color of the concealer is absolutely perfect. And in terms of the coverage, oh wow, you guys can see how amazing coverage my under eyes look. but when I come a bit closer to the camera, you guys can see, not like it hasn't gone onto the fine lines, but as you guys can see, there is makeup, there is concealer. So let's see close up. You guys can see it's much more like, it's not cakey, but you guys can see there is building up at the moment. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah, if I come really close, but in general, if I go from far behind, the concealer looks flawless. I can see it from the viewfinder, and yeah, I have not touched it. I have not set this concealer with any powder, so it is just as it is once I applied it. And yeah, so yeah, that's the update at the moment. I'm gonna do a few more check-ins later on throughout the day, and I wish I could wear this concealer for 12 hours, but obviously due to filming, I couldn't. But I'm gonna wear this concealer as much as I can throughout the day. So let's see how the next update will be. Alright guys, so another check-in, and the time is right now nearly 7 o'clock. Okay, you guys can see that, it's nearly 7. But anyway, so it's been now over 5 hours I have on this concealer. And so far, let's check the mirror. So far, it looks, again, very natural. Well, I say natural from far behind, but if you come close, it does have some build-up, just a slight build-up, just in the corner of my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see that, and the light properly. So it has a slight build-up, but in terms of creasing, just a tiny bit, it has some creasing on the fine lines. So just around here, it has some creasing. So yeah, so there is that. Overall, sorry, I'm a bit shiny because I've been just editing my video on my laptop, and editing takes so much time, honestly. Like, sometimes I can do it within minutes, and then sometimes it takes me hours and hours to edit a video. Overall, it is fine at the moment, but I'm gonna do like a final checkup later on. Alright, I think this setup is perfect. Alright you guys, so this is gonna be my final check-in of the day. The time is now, where is my phone? The time is now 21:29, so 9:30, and I've been wearing this concealer since 2:30, so it's been now over 9 hours, or just about 9 hours that I have been wearing this concealer, and I've made an all day 8 hours test basically of it. And let's just see how this concealer looks on my skin. And as I can see, you guys, that this concealer, well, what do we think? Let's talk about the coverage first. The coverage of this concealer is absolutely immaculate. Look how amazing it looks, like coverage wise. Everything's covered at this moment, and it doesn't like budge, like it hasn't smeared everywhere or something like that. You know, some concealers, they just disappear or they just smear everywhere, whereas this has not. And I'm not wearing any type of other face product. Literally, I'm just wearing the concealer, and I have not set this concealer as well. Sorry, I look a bit shiny from the forehead, but I can see from this side of the eye that it has kind of gone into the fine lines. Let me go a bit closer. Now, can you guys see? It has gone on the fine lines, and to be honest, all the concealers, if it's high-end, if it's luxury, if it's like drugstore, if it's like cheap concealers, they all have creased on me because I have naturally these kind of fine lines and they always crease. So this, I was not surprised when this creasing happens. So if you take off the creasing in here, overall I really like this concealer. Honestly, like this, the staying power, the way it looks like more nice and natural. Now this concealer goes such a long way. Now one small dollop is more than enough. So I'm just looking at the concealer once again in really deep detail, and if you come really close, you can see that there is a slight build up in here, like kind of building up. But to be honest, it's the end of the day, and I have been wearing this concealer for more than 8 hours. So honestly, you're not even working in the workplace, you're not even working more than 8 hours. So this would be amazing for work, or honestly any type of occasion that you want to wear this concealer. Yes, it goes onto the fine lines, but if I do this, it goes away, like it kind of gets back even and naturally. So you just need to blend it in back with your fingers, and honestly it will be back to normal and it's absolutely fine. This concealer is a high coverage concealer with a real skin finish. Now honestly, the real skin finish, I must admit, I have never experienced this real skin finish because it really looks like skin. And few more things regarding this concealer: it is alcohol free, it is oil free, it is nut free, it's vegan, it's gluten free and it's cruelty free. Loads of amazing things regarding this concealer, and also it retails for $4.90. It's absolutely insane for the price of it. I think it's definitely worth it. I would highly recommend you guys to go and check it out. It has 36 shades, so I'm definitely sure you'll find the right shade for you. And again, be careful with which shade is yours, because it's really tricky to get those shade numbers correctly, because I took quite some time to look on the website to get the right shade. You get 8 ml and it retails for $4.90 as I said, and I think the price of this and the kind of coverage it gave me, I am beyond obsessed. You will find this concealer only online. Now the Ordinary, you can get it on the website, you can get it in Beauty Bay, you can get it on LOOKFANTASTIC, I believe. I got mine from Cult Beauty, and you can also get it from Boots, which is also great. So definitely check out those websites. If I can, I'm gonna leave lots of links for you guys down below in the description to go and check it out. When I checked last time, I've seen that most of the colors have been sold out already, so I'm pretty sure that this concealer, everybody's grabbing it right now because it's just the it concealer at the moment. And I would definitely suggest you guys to go and check it out because I am obsessed with it. I think it looks amazing. I think it's such a natural looking concealer for the gents out there. So if you're looking for a nice concealer which is not too cakey, not too obvious, then this would be amazing. And also, I have not tried it out on a blemish. I forgot to try it on a blemish because, thank God, touch wood, I have no blemishes and no spots at the moment, so I'm absolutely happy with my skin. So that's why I couldn't really try it out on a blemish, but I'm pretty sure the coverage I've shown you guys will know or understand that this will cover up a blemish as well, because it has covered up all my dark circles. So this was it with my review video and first impression of the Ordinary high coverage concealer. Hope you guys all liked the video. So if you did, then please give this video a like, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and also do let me know what other kind of videos or first impressions I should film next. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.